You are very much involved in the project that is called the Drone Valley, right? I would be very interested to know a little bit more about it, especially that from what I was reading while preparing for this discussion, it really seems like something that is in line with this approach of the European Union to really strengthen defense capabilities, but also make sure that EU regions are contributing and playing an important part in this process. So could you paint a picture of what the Drone Valley is and how it's involved and contributing to this whole EU approach to security?
Drone Valley is the project that we are running for 10 years now. It was born in actually my husband's head because of the regulations in whole Europe. We are in the transition for 10 years now when it comes to drone regulations, because I'm drone sector, and everything is changing, but the EU painted the whole picture that what we want to achieve. So the certification was the first impulse for us to create such a place. So Drone Valley will be certification, research development, safely tested center for drones, and it is very ambitious project. It will be wide range of drone services. So when you think about drones, there is not only hardware anymore. Few years ago, the main problem was the long distance, the duration of the flight. Right now, the cybersecurity is the most important problem for us. The decarbonization, for example. So in Drone Valley, we will gather everything that we need to create safely the new project with drones and test existing ones. So we will have research development center where we will create new projects. We will have like drone airports and hangars to, you can imagine not small drones like civilian drones, but the bigger one, like small airplanes. And of course, eVTOLs, the drone taxis, they're very big drones. So there will be the place where we can safely test such drones. There will be certification center where because in whole Europe we have common law. We have open category, specific category, and the certification category. So to fly in certification category, you have to have certification. So we will have our laboratories, a lot of equipment that we can test drones and give certification to the producers.
Okay.
And training center, of course, for pilots. And there will be also the place for new startups and students also. So we will gather everything that we need to explore the drone sector.
Sounds very impressive and promising, but can you give us an example of a company that is already benefiting from it? It's like real life examples. When we talk about plans, is one thing, but an example of a company or a project that is already executed and is already up and running.
I think, I don't know if I can tell, because we have one big
It's going to stay here, so you can tell us.
Okay.
Yeah, we will keep it as a secret.
There is called one new company. It is called Alak.com, and it will be soon a very big player, not only in Europe but in the whole world. But I can give you an example. My cluster for unmanned systems. It's not one company, because to create drones, you need more than one company. You need IT, AI, hardware, software, programmers and suppliers. So the cluster for unmanned systems that I am coordinating is first that comes to my mind, but also there will be not only civilian use for drones, uniform services. We are cooperating with them very closely, and they are waiting to start this project. So a lot of is going on right now with uniform services with drones. So they are waiting for such safe wide range place to test their new drones.
Okay, very interesting. And I like what you said, that it's not one company, but it's often a couple of companies that are involved. So that really, I mean, it's a good reason why to build and create those kind of entities like the Drone Valley. And what I also found interesting is that this Drone Valley is really aligns with the European Commission's drone strategy 2.0. You were involved in preparing it, so maybe you could tell us a little bit more about it, the process itself, but more rather the reasoning behind it, and also what it aims to achieve with the preparing the strategy, but I can imagine then with the executing what's in the strategy.
Do we have to be diplomatic or not?
I think we can. You don't have to be diplomatic, so you can be straightforward, shoot from the hip.
Okay. I told you about the transformation of the regulations with drones. I wasn't involved in the drone strategy, but in the opinion of the drone strategy. So I have, I think, the privilege to create with the head of Podkarpackie region, Mr. Marshal Władysław Ortyl. He was the rapporteur from Committee of Region, and I was his expert. So we traveled throughout the world, not only Europe, to talk with every actor of drone sector, not only end users, but also the policymakers, the producers, the end users. And, you know, the problem with this sector is that it is growing rapidly. As we're speaking, I'm sure that something changed in the drone sector. So the strategy 2.0 was created in 2019. It was published in 2021. So it's already outdated. The problem is with drone sector right now is not, I'm trying to be diplomatic. As a drone producer, I have a problem to fly my own drones. The Chinese drones are fine. They have like about 85% of civilian market. But as we speak, there are a lot of drone producers in Europe that can fly their own drones, and also end users. For example, yesterday I had the interesting call. One of the businessmen called me and asked me if I want to be the part of the project. We will deliver pizzas and shoes and clothes instead of the like on the ground. So I was okay. I would like to, but did you check the regulations? Oh, no, that shouldn't be that hard. It is hard, and you can't do it right now because of this lack of certification center and the price to build a drone, to have the certifications, to run such company. It's too hard right now. And for example, in Podkarpackie, we have military zone above our heads, so we can't fly almost anywhere. So this is another. Of course, we understand it. The safety matters, but it's not so simple. So you can have great ideas, but you can't implement it.
I think it's a great challenge, meaning that what you said, that once the document is being developed for many years, a month, once it's up and presented, then it's usually very outdated. So you would need a drone strategy 3.0, but then it's like the world is accelerating, technology is accelerating that fast that it's very difficult probably to, especially with the pace that we often see here. Yeah. Last question from me, and I would like to connect the dots. So going from security to competitiveness again. Yeah. I understand the contribution of the Drone Valley and what you're doing to the security of the European Union, but I would like to also touch upon a little bit the competitiveness, meaning that I can imagine, but maybe you could tell us a little more the impact on jobs, on the regional economy, how the region can benefit from this kind of investment and project also on this side more at the economic level.
Yeah, of course, it is a very big, ambitious project. So there will be new jobs, created, and it is very good for our economy, regional economy, because we already have the aviation valley. Podkarpacki region is famous from its aviation history. We have a lot of big actors, so the drone valley will be the next big actor, but it will be like a missing puzzle between the big aviation, general aviation, and drone sector. So of course there will be new jobs. There will be already we are observing that not only universities but also high schools are creating with us, of course, a new path for students to there will be our future employees, so that's great. So that already is happening. We of course have problems with local society already. They are very they are afraid about the drones above their heads, but there will not be such thing. We have very wide field for our testings, and of course they are afraid, but we are trying to understand them, and we already have investors in line. Like, this is the first time that I don't have to look for investor, they are looking for us. So this is the sign for us that we are doing something good. So this is also the sign that there will be money from it. So money equals economy rising in the region. So that's why Mr. Marshall Ortel is believing in. He was the first one who believed in this project. So yeah, it will be very good for us, not only for the region, but I think for whole Europe.